Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So I don't know if y'all know this, man, but it don't matter what receiver is hot at the time, bruh. Somebody always got to bring Julio Jones to the discussion, saying he ain't better than Julio. Julio the best receiver. Blah, 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 blah. So since Deandre Hopkins is a 99 overall in Madden this year, it creates a lot of discussion between both of these guys. So I'm here to settle which one is better. So before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, thanks for giving me a chance. If you fucking with the content, you fucking with the video, make sure you click the subscribe button. I got all the content from football and basketball, and I even got some new stuff coming soon. So if you fucking with me, don't forget to click the button. Now let's actually get into the video. So I want to start off by saying that I don't think that Julio Jones or Hopkins is the best receiver in the NFL. I think that Antonio Brown is still number one because the dude, he's been consistent every season. He's durable. He goes out there and does everything you need a wide receiver to do at a high level. He's bringing in the numbers. He's a dynamic playmaker, and he plays above his size. Not taking anything away from Julio Jones or Hopkins, but Antonio Brown just, he low-key just doing it better. You feel me? So, back on topic. Here go the stats between Jones and Hopkins. Now, I did bring in 2017 because, number one, 2018, in my opinion, just looking at footage and the statistics, it wasn't enough to truly separate one player from another. And on top of that, a lot of people that's, making an argument for DeAndre Hopkins, they like to bring up his consistency. They praised the consistency with all these different quarterbacks he has, so I said, fuck it. Why not bring in 2017 where he did have Tom Savage throwing him the ball and shit, you feel me? So, looking at the statistics, bruh, Julio Jones, he got that advantage every season when it comes to receiving yards, but Hopkins is killing him on the touchdowns, bruh. He's delivering more points to his team. But in defense of Julio Jones, he got other reliable receivers such as Mohamed Sanu, Calvin Ridley now. He did have Taylor Gabriel in the past, and I think they got like one more like underrated receiver as well, but you feel me? You get what I'm saying, bruh. Hopkins, he got Will Fuller for about 6 or 8 games. Then his ACL is done, then boom. It's just Hopkins, you feel me? He did have, what's the dude, Demaryius Thomas last season, but Demaryius Thomas, he didn't really do that much. It's really Hopkins, the most trustworthy receiver on that team. So that's why I keep reeling in all these touchdowns. But, as you know, we cannot sit up here and just look at basic stats and be like, boom, he's better. I'm here to break it down. So now let's look at the yards after the catch. As you can see, Julio Jones finished top 20 in the NFL and top 10 in his position when it came to yards after the catch. DeAndre Hopkins has failed to do that, bruh. Now, what I do want to point out is that NFL list consists of wide receivers that play the slot position that's supposed to get yards after the catch. Then those running backs that come out the backfield, they're supposed to get yards after the catch too, bruh. And it consists of tight ends as well, bruh. So, top 20 is pretty impressive, in my opinion, for Julio Jones, bruh. But I know it's people that's looking at the 100-yard difference between yards after the catch. Look, I'm not being petty, bro, because if you think about it, it's not easy to come by yards after the catch. If you think about it, bro, you gotta have good juke moves, spin moves, all that shit. You gotta be able to outrun the defender, or you just gotta be wide open to get those yards after the catch, bro. So he earned those yards after the catch. It's not really a petty thing, you feel me? So I'm here to tell you why he had more yards after the catch anyway, and why Julio Jones is better than DeAndre Hopkins when it comes to yards after the catch. Number one, Julio Jones is simply faster. He knows how to accelerate, and he knows how to, use his agility versus DeAndre Hopkins. Number two, he's better at getting past the defender, bruh. If he can't outrun you or juke past you, he will get physical with you, bruh. He will try to run you over. He'll try to plow past multiple defenders, and if he can't do that, he'll use a stiff arm, bruh. And if all that fails, bruh, while the players are struggling to get him down because he is a big guy, bruh, he go keep using his legs and use his lower body strength to plow for them an extra 2 or 3 yards. You feel me? Versus DeAndre Hopkins, looking at him, bruh, when he's not getting past the defender, bruh, he goes down easily. He's not physical or creative when getting past the defender like Julio Jones. Number two, he also possession catches a lot of balls that can go for yards, bruh. I don't know if he has a balance thing or what, but he is put in a position where he has to step out a lot and fall. But even when he just runs the simple slant, he falls. A simple curl route, catch the ball, fall. I don't know if it's a conservative thing or what, but he always falling. Even if he take a few steps after catching the ball, he falls. You feel me? So his balance is a thing, bruh. And another thing I want to say, Julio Jones, seems to be more open than DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know if it's because of the defense or the plays or whatever, but I'm just saying what I see, bro. Now let's talk about the overall catching part. Now I do want to say that I think Julio Jones is a better natural catcher, but I think Hopkins is better when it comes to difficulty of passes, bro. Not saying that Julio Jones can't catch difficult passes too, but I'm just saying, bro, Hopkins has been catching some impressive shit, bro. So Julio Jones, when I say he's a natural catcher, bro, he catch everything is one motion. He catch it, tuck it, and run, bro. Hopkins, he catch the ball, then he tucks it, then he turns around, then he runs, bruh. And also, I feel like he doesn't really have an instinct of what's like where to get to or where he needs to go, bruh, because it seems like he's all over the place when he catches the ball, bruh. But I do want to say something before people start commenting. I know Julio had 9 drops, Hopkins had 2. Hopkins don't really be dropping the ball, bruh, so I like that, bruh. But Julio, to make up for his 9 drops, he still happened to finish higher, you know, when it comes to the receiving yards and shit like that in the stats, bro. You feel me? So the 9 drops probably would have made him a little bit, you know, more dangerous than DeAndre Hopkins. You feel me? So I feel like Julio Jones is the better receiver overall. Now you can sit up here and argue all day about which one got better hands. You'd probably be biased anyway. You feel me? But when you break down everything, bro, Julio Jones is clearly the better receiver, bro. He knows how to use his size, and he's more physical, allowing him to get extra yards and make plays that DeAndre Hopkins can't, bruh. Also, he's quicker, bruh, so he's able to outrun his opponents. DeAndre Hopkins, he outruns his opponents too, but he's just not as fast as Julio Jones. He's not able to accelerate like Julio Jones, you feel me? His awareness of where the first down is and a touchdown is not up to par like Julio Jones. Also, you can tell that Julio Jones is just more polished, bruh. Julio Jones is leading him in receiving yards every single year. He's killing him in the yards after the catch every single year. DeAndre Hopkins only scoring more touchdowns, that's it. But like I said, you can't hold that against these receivers, especially when they're at the top of the game because, you know, like I said, Hopkins, he's in a position where Will Fuller go down every 6 weeks into the season, and it's only him. Julio Jones, he got, you know, consistent receivers around him that can score just like him. So Julio Jones, even though he's not matching the touchdowns, he's impacting the game at a high level without scoring, bruh. And that's great to me, you feel me? So that's my case about which one is better. Also, I don't know if I've said this or not, but Julio Jones makes catches that DeAndre Hopkins does. Like the comeback routes, the out routes, the slants, etc. But I've seen DeAndre Hopkins fall or run out of bounds, bruh. Julio Jones don't do that shit, bro. Like, yes, he runs out of bounds sometimes, but he's made plays out of some of those plays that DeAndre Hopkins doesn't, bro. I've even seen DeAndre Hopkins step out of bounds when he didn't have to, bro. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash DeAndre Hopkins because me personally, I like DeAndre Hopkins better than Julio Jones, but I just have to give the credit when due. Julio Jones is just the better receiver for right now, bro. But does DeAndre Hopkins have the potential to pass him up? For sure, you feel me? So let me know what you think in the comment section, bro. Is this something that you think I missed as comparing these two? Which one you think better? And let me know your case in the comment section, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. I got more videos coming soon.